My name is Owen. I love the way you incorporate open string in your riff and licks in Periphery. Could you share us how do you write it? I mean, when you wrote, is it intended to incorporate open string in your riff, or you just found some notes in the riff that need to be played with open string? And secondly, what is your favorite amp sim or cap sim in your FM9 that become your main tone in Periphery, and how do you dial your tones?
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. So, I use a lot of open strings, he's asking. I use a lot of open strings, whether you talk about a song like Scarlet or Wax Wings, I'm always using open strings. And for me, it's just a fun way to play guitar because you can get away with playing more notes with less effort. You know, so you don't have to try as hard. So for instance, one reason I love using a lot of open strings is because it's a very easy way to get this kind of dissonance, which it can be kind of ugly sounding, right? If you guys know Meshuggah or Dillinger Escape, you know, you can make it sound ugly if you want, right? The two-note interval, it's not good sounding. But if you put it melodically, and it also open strings to me, it just makes too much sense to not do. If you're not fretting anything, you have more fingers to add voicings. You know, you're using less fingers to play just as many notes if you can get away with it. And for me, it's just a really fun way of making riffs sound energetic and full of life. You take a riff like Scarlet, it's very acrobatic, it's sliding up and down the fretboard, but you're able to do that because you have open strings constantly ringing between the notes that you're fretting. So, yeah, and for dialing and tone, it's very simple. It's like I was explaining earlier. So we use fractal axe effects. We use the 6160 amp model in the axe effects. It's a take on 5150. For those of you people who know the reference. So we use the main amp there, and we have our series of EQs and compressors and noise gates and whatnot. But again, my tone here is a little different than what I play live. When I play live, there's less gain. So this is my main tone now. There's a lot of gain. I turn the gain down. I make everything a little bit more dry, just because I have two other guitar players to match. Because if everybody has a ton of gain, you're not going to hear anything. It just sounds like cymbals. You know, you just hear cymbals and you hear Spencer screaming at you, and nothing else. So yeah, I hope that answers your question. Can I play another song for you guys? Okay.